Alright, now if we can kill the mobs, we're good. Get the ulti in, yo. That's 500,000 and no one died. I hate HP inflation. Hello, internet. I think by the time you guys watch this video, he's already out, so I'm sure you guys are having a ton of fun with him. I just realized he's got this entire tail thing going on. What the? It looks like a Pokemon just got his face lushed into Dan Heng's buttock. But anyways, for today's content, the question is, who is Dan Heng's perfect ally? Now, you might say it would be yourself. If you're in the Honkai universe, you would, spend the rest of the time with him as his partner. But it's more like Sunday, though. So what if he doesn't get the Sunday? I would say a number of people skipped Sunday or didn't manage to get Sunday, which is really sad because he's just so good, man. But here's the thing, though. Dan Heng PT can actually be really good just by being a sustain. It's not necessary that he has to support Sunday's skill, making it like 80%. Yes, you can. It's really helpful. But if you can't, he can still just support your team well by making them not die. But before we try everything here for the creator experience server, here are the stats. It's the same one pretty much every time. I want him to be fast because I genuinely feel like I could survive without an issue. And he just ducked out of screen. Yo, is this Dan Heng or John Cena? Better than the rest of the stuff. It's like the same thing. I just want him to be fast so that he can regenerate skill point for a certain team that I would say have a lot of issues with skill point. And naturally, there will not be Sunday here. So for people who did not get Sunday or skip Sunday, rejoice. Now I am showing the dom team though. So if you don't have the dom team too, well, first of all, who do you have? Second of all, he should actually work really well with this team, like surprisingly well. Let's try it out. And hey, if you're looking to get these new characters and you're short on pulls, Loot Bar's got you covered. And here's a quick shout out. Now I know you're tired of ads as well, but I do think this could help you out a bunch, and I won't make it too long, just 30 seconds of your time. Loot Bar's simple. It provides cheaper prices for various top-ups, including unique ones like a Cerebro Guaranteed bundle right now, and they even have a version limited Ordinary Shard deal that usually costs $100, but it's just 80 now. If you're not one to drop big purchases, Loot Bar's got you covered with the Express Supply Pass for slightly cheaper too. I feel like a housewife sharing discount tips in Walmart. Best part being there's no longer required, just your UID and server. Complete the payment, and you see the resources you purchase in your account within 5 minutes. Plus, as you can tell by the reviews, they are quite positive. If there are any safety concerns, well, Loot Bar's also got great reviews even on Trustpilot. And well, I've had zero issues myself, so I find it more trustworthy than that. If you use my link in the description right now, you can even obtain a 10% discount coupon as newcomers. It helped me out a bunch, and no pressure here, is totally up to you. I'd appreciate it though. Now then, back to the video. Now then, the idea behind this team specifically can use a lot of skill point if you choose to, right? We got Capcom that really wants to spam the skill. We got Hycillens that could spam skills. Same with Black Swan, she could spam skills as well. That's still really helpful just to get more ults in, right? So I just realized as well, every time we attack with Dan Heng, he attacks a lot, right? So it actually does help Kafka, get the friggin' follow attack in. And if Kafka attacks, the Soul Dragon gets a push up, man. So there is synergy there, I think. For anyone that takes a bunch of turns or attacks a lot, you could already work really well with Dan and PT. So this should be the case as well. We got Kafka already using both of her follow-ups. Let's go and use an E right now. We got our ult almost. Oh gosh darn it. Alright, attack the Kafka. Come on now, attack the Kafka. They just did not do that. Gosh darn it. Alright, we got 4 skill points left. Dan Heng will take a turn after Black Swan. I think skill point wise we should be okay, but we'll see what happens after 5 turns. The worry is that usually with Popo in this team, you will run into skill points if you choose to use Popo's skill a lot, which is really beneficial if you can manage to do that, but it's usually not the case. You will run out of skill points. But now we have 3 left. We're gonna use 1 to get the Death Shred in. Here's the freaking follow-up as well. We're gonna use 1 ulti off of the Black Swan. Here comes the Dragon. Is gonna do some damage, 55k. It's not gonna be that much considering my Kafka is not exactly high attack. It's high speed as well though. All right, now 2 skill points left. We are in a territory where we cannot just spend skill point for free now, usually with Popo, but with Dan Heng at least I can generate skill point. That's pretty nice. Now I'll use my E without restraint. We got our ult again because we're taking so many turns. We did 400k as well there with a Kafka E. That was pretty awesome. All right, now Hycillens, what you got for me? If I E, I mean, there's no point to. I'm gonna get my ult anyway. I guess I'll just do a Q. This will trigger a follow-up attack into an ult as well. 150k done, and this ult will trigger even more dots. I think we killed him here. 500k into an extra follow-up. Oh hell yeah! This is a 0 cycle. Holy crap, that's really good. I think we just use a Q, right? Dude, if you don't die, I swear to God, I think we just use a Q. That should be enough for you to die. Oh hell yeah, it does. This is a status check. We have full shield. We have 5 skill points, and it's the second wave, and we spent 0 cycle. Is this team not perfect? All right, go for an E now. I will say immediately, with Popo you get more energy, but the fact that you have enough skill points with this team to have a lot of freedom, I feel like that's also pretty valuable at times. Like usually with Ho-Ho, I really get to use High Silence's skill. I would say still with Ho-Ho, it's not like it's unusable. It still works out, but sometimes you have to like maybe skip a Black Swan E, especially when the wave changes. So far, it's not happening yet, so yeah, I'd love to keep it that way. 4 skill points on the Dan Heng. Now we got the E again. This is where, you know, if the wave changes, I gotta reset it. So boom, we put on the all the death shreds, and now we have everything set up. We still have more than enough skill points. That is the dream right here. We do have Yuva as well. This is what I mean too. I mean, I would love to use this. These mobs just spawned in. I have to kill them all actually. I actually think I'm gonna have to go for it. I'm gonna go for an E right here. This would be really beneficial, I think. And yeah, now imagine this was Ho-Ho and she needs to use the skill. You would have 0 left for Black Swan, which I guess works out. You know, you've been on the tighter end in terms of budgeting. Spoken like a true tax accountant. All right, so yeah, let's just keep on going. Attack the Dan Heng, please. Absolutely. That's what you should have done. Did I mess up, by the way? Maybe I should have killed the mobs. Oh, dude, I might have messed up. No, never mind. Just restore self, I guess. Well, I technically still have to, like, get rid of the freaking enemies to get the stacks. Oh, dude, this boss is pretty annoying sometimes. Whatever. Let's just go for this. We're going to try our best to just finish them off and get our ult in as well. Get all the debuffs in, and then we're going to end it with Black Swan. That should kill a couple of their mobs, right? And a boom. Good. They still have vulnerability, so I don't have to use my skill points at all. But is there a point in saving? Probably not. Let's just do a freaking basic here. I can probably afford to spend more skill point, but just some part of me. If I have less than 5 skill point, I have 0 skill point. I actually think I want to use an E here. Maybe not. Maybe yes. I'm just going to do it, man. YOLO. It's to get more energy, which I guess is good. And I get the freaking skill point back with that right there anyway. So far it feels really good. You're going to attack me with this big attack, dude. I feel so nice. In terms of survivability, there's no doubt about it. You are chilling, dude. There's no worry about that at all. This is where I can think about, you know, use my E again here. I feel like the skill point generation really does make a difference here. All right, with High Silence, there's no point in me using anything else but a basic. The question is, do I want to ult right away? I think so. Let's just go for the ult, man. 49 stacks of Arcana. This should do quite a bit. I'm going to use my ult right here as well. I should have used it earlier, maybe. Well, I'll get that. Attack him like that. This will do no damage anyway. I mean, it's Dan Heng's own ult. It usually doesn't do any damage. All right, now if I can kill the mobs, we're good. Get the ulti in, yo. That's 500,000 and no one died. I hate HP inflation. I guess we could use our E here. Why not? You got more skill points, got more options, dude. And finally, I think we can be done with this phase now, right? 2% HP left. This follow-up should handle it if you would attack the boss. Okay, that works too, I guess. I can't speak well today. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, all goes in. Kafka with the boom. 374k. It's not a lot, obviously, because they just spawned in, right? This is the slight issue of, like, you know, specifically Black Swan, I would say. I would prefer if she could just, like, continually have to freaking defense shred on them at all times, but, you know, that's not what she does. It's what High Silent could kind of do, but not exactly Black Swan yet. Maybe in the future, they're going to release something like that for dot teams, right? I feel like they're already pretty much done the dot archetype, but they can definitely improve it for me. All right, we got 2 more skill points. I think I can actually still do this. They just spawned in. They don't have the death shred. So yeah, this is where it really helps out, right? Just having the extra skill points. Now we use 1 more skill point there. Do some great damage. If I still I don't have to use my skill point, I already did, I think. All I know is we should have them die. All right, High Silence goes right now, though. They're gonna spawn stuff back again, and yeah, usually with Ho-Ho at this point specifically, there's no way I could use Black Swan skill 2 times in a row. Usually that does never happen, but now I could, man. Let's go ahead and do that. Go for an E right there with the Kafka. Explode on their buttock. This should do quite a bit. Yeah, for 500k, yo. The fact that still no one died. Oh, gosh. All right, now I can use an E with you. I think they don't have vulnerability yet. Yeah, there we go. We put the vulnerability on. We still have skill points with you, and we're still alive. That's the main difference, right? I can be alive with 0 skill point use because Kafka's just zooming like crazy, and we just get shielded because of the zooms. It's actually such a godsend they give this character for free. Like, gosh, dang. All right, now we should be near the end, I hope. Let's go for an E into an ult here. I'm hoping this is the end. This is a 4-cycle clear, it looks like, I think. But well, for a week, that's not really helping Dot at all. It's okay. It's nothing too crazy, but it's definitely not too bad. But if anything, it proves one thing. Dan Heng can be used without something to like really good results, in my opinion. All right, now I'm forced to use an E here because I'm out of the ult state. I gotta put them on again. 5% left, actually, so we should be more than okay to just like go all in on this. 48 stacks of Arcana. That should mean you take the turn to explode, right? Yep, there we go. That's the essence of dots, yo. 4-cycle clear there. Is it the best ever? No. But was it easy, though? Like, we didn't drop 1 drop of HP. That was pretty good. And that is, I feel like, what's unique with Dan Heng. He protects your team way better. Assuming they don't ignore your shield or they don't just do so much damage it breaks your shield, like, you will just take no damage in terms of HP. Compared to Ho-Ho, who's a more aggressive option where you have to keep up your skill point usage. Like, you have to have Ho-Ho's like healing effect online all the time, or else you just die. You don't have the heal, and it gets really scary, right? That was team number 1. Team number 2 with no Sunday. We got this. Yep, this looks stupid, right? But that's the thing, though. I think this team works out fine, or maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. We'll find out today, right? Is the good old HP change Memo Sprite team without Hyacinth, though. It is popular. Like, it's a popular thought to say Hyacinth is really important in, like, you know, Memo Sprite or HP change teams. But what if we just force a Dan Heng here? Now, I don't even think, like, you know, the Dot team was, I know it's a good idea. It's at least not a bad idea, but this one, I actually don't have a clue of. It should work. I mean, there's no reason for it to not work, man. And, yo, for this team, though, I can actually spam every bit of skill points I ever get, I think. Yeah, it'll also be funny to see Castorice with the Soul Dragon. I think that's hilarious. But the issue here is, though, Dan Heng has 0 HP change to his name, so there's really no point in me doing this right now. Like, I know this is not gonna be as good of a team as, like, just putting a Hyacinth in, but the point is, if we don't have Hyacinth, or let's say Hyacinth's using somehow another team and not with Castorice, this is an answer you can go for. I think it should work out. It's just a good old Castorice plus Evernight. I just realized how Triby makes no sense here. I should have put one more Memo Sprite, maybe. Yeah, I suppose that's why Hyacinth would be so good in the final slot. You really need one more Memo Sprite for this to be really worth it, at least with Evernight. But hey, you can always replace Evernight with just RMC, and that'll work out just about the same, I think. So, alright, now we're gonna summon again. I really recharge Castorice very slowly, though. It is what I'm seeing right now. That is the issue without a healer in this team, yes? But what's good is I could spam my skill point. Like, I don't need to hold back. I can spam up. And in the end, I think we still got this, I want to say. We're gonna summon you again. You're almost getting the ult. You're gonna attack me, though, aren't you? Bam. Oh, we almost got the ult, man. Almost. Can I get the 0 cycle, though? I doubt it, but I really hope I do. We could go for a Q here, right into an ult. I don't know. I'm really, like, it's desperation right now. I'm gonna use this again. Yes, I'm gonna get an extra turn with the fish, but I don't think we can beat you. Yeah, it's so close, though. I mean, look at it. And we're in the reds now. Uh-oh. A no HP change team Castorice is actually not that great, huh? I don't know what I expected, man. I really don't know. All right, dead is that thing. Now we're back. We're gonna regen nothing because we're using a Castorice, but, you know, it's just for data. If you're wondering what's gonna happen, well, this is what's gonna happen. I mean, it's working. It's just not working great, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Evernight is so low right now. This is the first time I ever had to, like, deal with this. With Dan Heng on the team, I'm somehow red HP. That can't be right. And yeah, look at this. We got a Soul Dragon on Castorice and a massive dragon at the back. Gosh dang, the difference in size. The sheer difference in girth between that dragon and Triby. God, bro. I don't know. Just somehow it cracks me up. Oh my god, did you see that animation? Dan Heng's skill made the golden dragon appear on top of Castorice's dragons. It looked like the Castorice dragon had the whole, you know, dragon mask. Dude, I'm not sure why I'm nerding out about this. It's like the most, like, obvious overlapping thing. Man, let a guy be happy. That was pretty cool, okay? Come on. All right. How much damage are we doing, though? I mean, it is Castorice. It is with Evernight. It is with Triby. So, yeah, it is 1.3 million. That was with, like, what? 40% damage reduction? Yeah, this character is not okay. But I will say, that is only assuming you can get her up a lot, which without Hyacinth, you can tell, right? Without a healer, in fact, you can tell. The difference in, like, the amount of ults you get with Castorice is pretty apparent. We're still alive, though, so we're alive and kicking. We're gonna keep on trucking, man. Let's go for an E right there. I'm gonna just use an ult, I think. I'm pretty sure I should use her ult during her turn, but, well, I'm too, dumb to make sure that happens, so we'll just go for this instead. Whatever, it'll still do a lot. I mean, 500 mil. Yep, that should kill all of them. We are still making good progress. I think this will just be, like, about the same, you know, in clear time as the last team, which is just ridiculous. I'm using such a, like, non-optimal team, and I'm noticing something as well. The shield is not generated that quick anymore because Castorice is not taking as many turns. She's not a fast character, right? Interesting thought, but it's not a deal breaker. We're still surviving. So we have damage goes in, 590k done, dude. Evernight is low-key just cracked us all hell, man. 1% again. The good old number, yo. Can Dan Heng's ult get 1% off of the boss? That is the question. Oh my god, I cannot believe that worked out. Usually that 1% is still like 100k, but well, so I guess Dan Heng did the final bits, yo. Alright, now the final phase. We are still using only 2 cycles of the team. Dude, I mean 3 cycles now, but yeah, still. With such a non-optimal team, we're still doing it, man. And if anything, it's a lot of just Evernight being insane, no? Castorice rarely even did her all. I think she did it like maybe 3 times this entire game. It was mostly freaking Evernight, man. All right, 72% of Castorice. We got Evernight again. I'm going to use the summon right into ult, I guess. Pretty sure using ult on her own turn is pretty good. So I could be wrong about that though. But anyways, we killed everything there. We got 18 into 21. Is this going to be good damage? Okay, 47% left. We're using this cycle. I don't think we're killing them right here, right now. Can we finish it in this turn though? We do have a Castorice ult here. I think I'm just going to use a basic. I should have used a skill maybe. I don't even know that. All right, now with the ult buffed Evernight, this will go 28%. We're killing something here, I think. 23 left. Should I kill the smaller guys? I don't know. Maybe not yet. We'll just stab you and then go with this. And then maybe I'll just do this first. So damage in as well from Trivia of all things, which is pretty nice. You know what? I'm just going to do it again. That will kill the 2 mobs in the middle, right? So they'll spawn more, I think. Yes, absolutely. So we might just finish it here. Let's start spitting on them, dude. This should be like 1 something million. Bam. Yeah, 1.3 million just without a heal on this team, on a HP change team. And now with you, I swear to God. Oh, nah. No! 1%. We're 1% off of the 4 cycle clear. Awesome possum, man. Let me jump off a roof. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was obviously about the same pace as the whole dot teams, yes? And this was a really non-optimal team. We're using the HP change team without a single, like, healer on the team. That was so troll. But hey, here's the point though, right? If you're using your healer elsewhere, if you have to use your Ho-Ho elsewhere, have to use your Hyacinth elsewhere, or you don't have them, a free Dan Heng, especially when you're a newer player, you just got Evernight, you maybe got a Castorice off a rerun that's gonna potentially come soon. Just putting a Dan Heng in there is awesome. Like, you will have a really solid team to finally clear that MOC, and you don't even need a lot of stats for that. These stats are completely not needed. As you saw, I had so many skill points. That's due, in fact, for my speed. You could run him way slower, run him way higher attack, run him way less speed with the same attack. You should still have enough shield to get through all of it, so not an issue, yes? But that is the proof of the pudding. Dan Heng is actually straight up a top tier sustain. I'm surprised to really give it for free. It's a top tier sustain, straight up. Nothing cheap about it. Ho-Ho has aggressiveness to her, like she keeps you alive, but she doesn't keep yourself alive as good as Dan Heng in my opinion. She does give you energy though, something Dan Heng doesn't give, but Dan Heng does help Sunday as his whole unique shtick, allowing someone to just hold a summon. Like, I think that's really good for a free character. It's absolutely awesome. So that'll be all for today. I could get more stuff, maybe some fun ones like using 3 Dan Hengs in the team. We'll try and make it work, but that'll be all. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and take care.